Celebrate the graduates from Regent's University London. I am Dominic Laffey, Master of Ceremonies. I have the honour of guiding you through today's ceremony. Graduands, from your seat, as directed by the ushers, hand in your card to one of my colleagues. When your name is read out, walk to the centre of the stage, doff your cap to the Chancellor, who will be standing in the centre. You then move on to receive a scroll from the Director of Content or Course Leader. If you do not want to take a scroll, please leave your hands by your side and we won't offer it to you. But if you do, scroll. You will both then turn and pause for your photograph to be taken, and then you go back down the aisle. So hand in, doff, pick and back. Nice and simple. Parents, friends and supporters, today is a very special day for all of us, and I know that many of you will want to record it via video and photographs, Instagram. Can I ask that you do not stand in the central aisle, as to do so will get in the way of the students as they return to their seats. At the end of the ceremony, when we move down to the lower lawns for the reception, there will be plenty of opportunity for both formal and informal photography. Can you all please ensure that mobile phones are turned off during the ceremony, particularly on the right-hand side of the room? Today is truly a day to celebrate, and although this is a formal occasion, I would encourage you to share your joy or relief as your daughter or son walks across the stage, and to remember that there will be some students for whom no one is able to be present. So just for today, let's applaud them as if they were our own. Would you all please stand for the academic procession? Colleagues, you may now be seated.
Good morning. By the authority of the Board of Directors and the Academic Committee, I declare open this congregation for the conferment of academic awards. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor of Regent's University London, Professor Jeff Smith, to welcome everyone to this graduation ceremony.
Chancellor, graduands, guests, friends, family and colleagues, it's my pleasure and my privilege as Vice-Chancellor of Regent's University London to welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. It's so wonderful, so special to be here today to celebrate your achievements with you in person. And of course, celebrating together today has been made so much more momentous, so much more poignant by the tumultuous 18 months we've all been through. The loss of life, the unprecedented economic and social disruption, the millions of lives upended, millions of livelihoods at risk. But now, with the light at the end of the tunnel firmly, finally in view, now is the moment for global solidarity and support, particularly for the most vulnerable in our societies, and to begin to build back better, to rethink, to reimagine, and to ensure that our new normal is a better, fairer, and more sustainable one. So we need you, the Regents graduates of 2020 and 2021, to step up, to become the leaders and the change makers we need, whether that's in the new ventures or the social enterprises that you'll launch, or the positions you'll take up in your family firms as entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs, in the world of business or in politics, in your own practices, in your own studios, in your families and your communities. We need Regents, entrepreneurial and cosmopolitan graduates to help us build back better. And as you take up that responsibility, just pause for a moment to look back at what you've achieved at Regents. All of those deadlines conquered, those moments of self-doubt, those crises of confidence, all worked through, all surmounted. No doubt it's thanks in part to the support, practical and emotional, perhaps sometimes financial, that you've received from your loved ones, and the support, academic and pastoral, that you've received from your lecturers, from your tutors, from the professional services here at Regents. But in the end, it's you, yourself, that got it over the line. Given the context, you've shown unbelievable grit, adaptability, courage, resilience, and these are the qualities that we want you now to amplify as you graduate in such uncertain times. So let's allow no one to define you as the COVID cohort, the generation of students whose university education was interrupted or compromised or blighted by the pandemic. Instead, and in truth, you're the cohort that defied it, that looked its challenges straight in the eye and refused to be cowed or defeated, responding instead with innovation, ingenuity, imagination. We're incredibly proud of this cohort and will look on with admiration and pride as you continue your journeys and make your mark in the world. Finally, as you graduate from us today, you join the global community of Regents alumni, chief executives, founders and entrepreneurs, designers, politicians, influencers, actors, board members, royalty, all doing some remarkable things across the world. I urge you to make the most of the opportunities that membership of this global network offers. Our team will be in touch with you soon to tell you more about how to get involved and what support you'll get. But you can start today by looking at the Becoming Regents alumni brochure you found on your seat. So, on behalf of all of the staff here at Regents University London, congratulations again to each and every one of you on your incredible achievement. Thank you.
Chancellor, I call upon Professor Lawrence Phillips to commence the presentation of graduates from the BA Global Management with Pathways programme and Dr. Vincent Ong to present the scrolls for the Leadership and Management Pathway.
Chancellor, I present to you those candidates from the BA Global Business Management Programme who are here today to be awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates. Bahir Jan Sherbaz. Ganiv Sin Alag. Okay, this is for BAE Global Management, Leadership and Management. Okay. Josh Gan Ali. Carlos Alvarado Sanchez. Anna Ambrosi. Edward Bel Habib. Lorella Guiza. Hassana Dooley. Vodoris Ioannidis. Muskan Grover. Kazi Haidar. Christina Isvan. Murafan Kalyonsu. Sikanda Kimran. Anastasia Kurganova. Lena Lubari. Nuhalia Martin. Arman Malhotra. Sari Mansour. Kaseji Minchainant. Alice Mizari. Kelly Muin. Zenon Muskas. Chiara Pulsetti. The Wood Razor. Sana Sarin. Tobias Spengler. Elliot Squire. Isabella Steitzer. Adrian Florane Alexandra Trillu. Dimitar Zilev. Chancellor, I present to you those candidates from the BA Global Management Enterprise and Innovation Programme who are today being awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, can I ask Professor Zubin Sethna to present the scrolls?
Vamez Abdul. Okay. Abdul Rahim, sorry. Donato Di Adierio. Alessandro West Esper. Asif Iqbal. Imema Javid. Maria Karikova Rigova. Rove Klaus. Tesnim Kola Abiola. Rene Minet. Julia Moreau. Julia Muasov. Shu Mureen. Priyanka Namwani Hifuramani. Emma Packendorf. Tejaswani Reddy. Alexandra Vrind. Sharoz Sabir. Akesh Sachdev. Anna Maria Skruvtaru. Delsi Suresh Kumar Sayahaya. Devansh Sood. Made Lily Riramfa. The next one. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the BA International Business Programme. No, it doesn't. Sorry. The Global Management, Enterprise and Innovation.
Chancellor, I call upon Dr. Vincent Ong to present the scrolls for the BA International Business Programme.
Chancellor, I now present to you those candidates from the BA International Business Programme who are today being awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates. Juan Alcaraz. Nina Althammer. Carlos Areces. Anay Arthur. Mersha Babaginu. Gleb Baev. Jean Barbier. Sir George Bries. Tanielle Dargan. Wadad El Jahari. Aman Galani. Eva Maria Gazut. Victoria Gorodnika. Juan Granay. Cesar Harari. E.K. Christian Lohman. Renee Murray. Dijana Markovic. Felician Marlau. Ugo Milner. Elsa Nathan. David Piero. Danielle Rabinovich. Joanna Santos Rapalde Roca. Matthias Shaper. Roxanne Teku. Michelle Teresio. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the BA International Business Programmes.
Chancellor, I call upon Professor Jonathan Wilson to present the scrolls for the MA International Business Programme.
I do apologise. Slight mistake. We have two more for BA International, three more for BA International Business. Thank you.
Okay, my apologies. We're still on BA International Business. Frederick Valhast. Fanny De Veva. Maximilian Van Dessen. Okay. Chancellor, I present to you those candidates for from the MA International Business Programme who are today being awarded degrees, diplomas and certificates. Rishab Agarwal. Sardakan Buskunov. Jabana Fiederhausen. Anastasia Germanis. Shenazed Ganucci. Benedict Hein. Kristina Korsakova. Ari Miners. Karina Mugatanova. Sandkalk Naik. Yash Palmer. Venkata Sri Prahasha Pathy. Margarita Pachi. Jedas Thackeray. Anna Vermurik. Alexander Wittorf. Scarlett Young. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the MA International Business Programme.
Chancellor, I call upon Jerry Grayling, Director of Academic Services, to come to the lectern to announce the prize winners from today's graduands, and call upon Professor Niamh Downing, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, to present the Academic Achievement Prizes.
We will use technology. Chancellor, I'm pleased to announce the names of the students who is graduating today as winners of the MA International Business Outstanding Student Prize, Alexa Tonkovic. We may have more than one of those, but we celebrate them all together. Chancellor, I'm pleased to announce the name of the student who is graduating today as the winner of the BA Honours International Business Outstanding Student Prize and winner of the Language Award, Nina Althammer. Chancellor, I am pleased to announce the name of the student who is graduating today as the winner of the BA Honours Global Management Outstanding Student Prize, Tobias Spengler.
Chancellor, I call upon Felicia Hertman, alumna of Regent's University London, to address the ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would just like to say congratulations. Graduating, we will come to an applause, I promise. Graduating is an immense achievement on its own, and the fact that you've done that through such challenging time is even the more extraordinary. So another round of applause. So I can't imagine how hard it must have been for you and how different from what you thought it would be when you started. And I would just like to say that you have a massive advantage compared to a lot of other graduates, which is that you built resilience. And this will serve you really well, regardless of what you choose to do in life. Because as we all know, over the last 18 months, life will throw you lots of challenges, and it's how you deal with them that makes them into who you are. So I was in your shoes 10 years ago, almost to the day actually, in the class of 2011, international business with Russian and finance. And I was about to embark on my career in asset management. And whilst I studied finance, I never actually thought I would go into finance as an industry, because I thought, that's a bit dull, isn't it? But it was due to an internship that I did the previous year that I realized that everything I thought a finance job would be like was wrong. And instead, it was full of analysis, meeting management teams, modeling, debate, all of the things that I really enjoyed. And it was doing that internship that taught me that what I thought was right was completely wrong. And so after I graduated, I packed my bags and moved up to Edinburgh and started as an analyst and then became a fund manager. And I ended up spending 8 years for the firm. And what was a dream job is a dream job. It was incredibly intellectually stimulating. I always found that there was something missing, because just like you guys, I always have this slight entrepreneurial spirit, and I always wanted to build something of my own. And at the same time, as I was earning a regular salary and so on, I looked into how do I make my money go further? How do I invest my money? And I was horrified at the poor choices that was available to people as individuals of wanting to invest their savings. And so I had this annoying thing happening in my personal life. And at the same time in my professional life, I had this yearning for something else, of being more on the front lines, the operational side, rather than just the intellectual and theoretical side. And it came to a point when, I think, to be honest, my flatmate had enough of my complaining. And she just said, well, why don't you just do something about it? And for me, that was a real turning point in turning something that was annoying and seeing it as a problem that, because of my experience and my expertise and my network, I might be able to come up with a solution for. And I think that is really key for any entrepreneur, of trying to solve an actual problem. And so that was the time when I started considering leaving the kind of best job in the world with all of the comforts of working in finance, to go into the deep end of starting my own business, starting a fintech company from scratch. And I decided, you know what, you only have one life, so why not? And so about 2 years ago, I resigned. All of my colleagues thought I was incredibly crazy. And I set out on my journey to build Tillit. And I did a quick pit stop in learning how to code and software engineering bootcamp, because why not? But then it was really through 2020 and 2021 that I started building Tillit. And so I know just as much as you do the challenges of when a pandemic hits and how you have to adapt. And it has been the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. And it challenges me every day. But it's also the best decision I've ever made. I've never learned so much. It's incredibly rewarding to build a team from scratch, to build a product that you can see that people love to use. And so I know that many of you either already are entrepreneurs, are looking to start a business just now or later. And I just want to say that if you have any doubts, don't, because you've already gone through extreme challenges. And if you haven't noticed, right now is the best time that there's been in a long time in the UK to be an entrepreneur. There's never been as much capital available for really ambitious businesses. There's never been as much support from the government. And it's never been as cool to be an entrepreneur as it is today. And by that, I don't just mean your own ego as a founder, but I mean people want to work with founders. People want to actually join a company that's trying to change. So go for it, is one thing I would say. But another thing that's been really helpful for me in all of my work, both in my previous job and in my current role, is having an external perspective. And for me, that has come in the shape of a mentor or a coach. And I've both been mentored and mentored others. And for me, that really helps with challenging my own views and the way that I do my work and who I am as a person. And I find it incredibly rewarding. And and so for me, that's always been really important. And it was therefore a natural choice for me as an alumni to get involved with this, as is one of the many ways that you can give back as an alumni yourself. And there's lots of others as well, of course, but I just wanted to highlight that because that's been really meaningful for me. And even in my role now, I'm looking for a more experienced founder to teach me how to be better at what I do as well. So what I would just like to leave you with is that you may have graduated, but never stop learning. And don't be afraid to fail, because trust me, I have failed a lot, and I have made a lot of mistakes. And you learn so much more from your mistakes than you do from your successes. So try things. Don't be afraid. And because you only have one life, so make the most of it and make it yours. Welcome to the alumni community.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, faculty, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. Our ceremony is drawing to a close. It's been a special day, one that we will remember for years to come. We've heard many words of thanks, of inspiration and hope for the future. There have been so many people involved in the journeys you have travelled to arrive here today. There have been many sacrifices and demonstrations of love and support. But I cannot let us finish without asking all graduates to stand and face your families and friends. So please stand. And take this opportunity to say thank you to the people on this side of the room. And sit, please. I will shortly invite the Chancellor to close the ceremony. After this, please can I ask you to remain where you are and stand while the platform party leaves. We then invite you to make your way down to the lower lawns where refreshments are available. We hope that you enjoy the opportunity to see fellow graduates and staff after so long apart. Chancellor, can I invite you to return to the lectern to close today's ceremony?
So you've done it. You've come back, received your accreditation, and there's only the future ahead. We've reflected already on the bizarreness of the last 18 months. If it teaches us one thing, it is that life is utterly unpredictable. No matter how smart you are or how powerful you may feel. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, that great leader of the Soviet Union from another era, said these words: "There are decades when nothing happens, and then there are weeks where decades happen." Maybe many of us have felt in the last year that we've gone through not just 18 months, but an endless uncertainty. And all of our academic ability, great value that it is, requires something else to be added. That something else is a set of decisions. Decision number one: what will you stand up for? It's often said that if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. What will you stand up for? Martin Niemöller, who was a German philosopher, wrote a poem in 1946, just after the end of the Second World War. First, he said, they came for the socialists, and I didn't speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. What will you stand for? And secondly, what nature of patience will you have for the decades ahead? If the last 18 months have surprised us because we didn't plan for it and we didn't expect it and we didn't like it and we didn't want it, and if we got it, we didn't enjoy it. But the wonderful thing about history, of course, is that it's happened before. All of history has been full of pandemics. So we take perspective. And when we take perspective, we can stand back. You are now mature, graduating men and women with high abilities and strong intellects and great prospects. And everyone, from families to friends, has promises for you. But you need to have a sense of timelessness for yourself. So I found an interesting poem. It was first written in 1869, and then it was repeated again in 1919. 1919 was the end of the First World War, and it was also the Spanish flu. That pandemic wiped out over 50 million people. So we think we've had it hard. Not really. We've just had to be patient. So here's the poem from 1869. And people stayed at home, and they read books, and they listened, and they rested, and they did exercises, and they made art, and they played, and they learnt new ways of being. And they stopped, and they listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow, and people began to think differently, and they started to heal. And in the absence of people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningless, and heartless, the earth also began to heal. And when the danger ended, and people found themselves, they grieved for the dead, and they made new choices, and they dreamed of new visions, and they created new ways of living, and they sought to heal the earth, just as they were healed. I'm glad we've been through what we've been through. It's not been anything we would love, but many things we don't like teach us the most. Patience, endurance, character, and what we will stand for when the pressure is high. I can only wish you abundance as you step out into the wonderful world beyond. Whatever shape it takes, it's not so much what you've learned here that will determine your future. It's what you keep on learning. Every one of us, me included, is just at the beginning of our potential. So go out with lots of enthusiasm is one of the most abundant of all qualities. With it you can persuade, but with it too you'll get up and get on. So now I declare this congregation for the conferment of academic awards closed. I'm delighted to say you are now graduates of Regent's University London. Many congratulations to all of you.
Could I ask you to stand for the platform party to leave?